Hey, what's up, guys? Today, we're gonna take a look at the new GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition. All the Hero 3 comes with built-in Wi-Fi. For this Silver Edition, you can shoot 1080p at 30, 25, 24 FPS with ultra wide, medium, and narrow field of view. For 960p, you get 48, 30, and 25. And 720p you can shoot at 60, 50, 30, and 25. For 9060, 720, and WVGA you can only use ultra wide. Pro Tune here is built in, so you don't have to upgrade your firmware like the Hero 2. So this is what the new Hero 3 looks like. From the side we can clearly see that it is a lot slimmer or thinner comparing to the Hero 2. GoPro said it's about 30% thinner, and I think that is about right. It's pretty slim. You can see the new front lens cover is also a flat port design now, so it will give you a pretty good performance underwater comparing to the older housing. So we're just gonna open this up and take a look. For the silver edition and the white edition, you cannot get it with the mount kit. You can only get it with the basic kit. So basically, you cannot get it, in motorsport edition or surf edition or outdoor edition like you can with the Hero 2. You can, however, get those special edition with the Hero 3 Black edition. Again, very thin, also very light comparing to the Hero 2. So again, this is the new front lens. It's flat, supposedly better performance underwater, inside and the back. So to open the housing is a little bit different compared to the Hero 2. With the Hero 2, if you remember, there was a switch and you just sort of lift it up and the whole thing would come apart. For this new design, you actually gotta pull this lever to the left and then lift it up. It's actually a tighter design and more solid in my opinion, and you can just pop it off just like that. And this is the camera itself. As you can see, extremely slim, a lot slimmer comparing to the Hero 2. Very light also. The backhand side of this, the back side of this camera is actually made out of this rubbery kind of material. It's not as slippery comparing to the Hero 2. I actually like it. It's very comfortable to hold. All the ports are behind a flap, which actually come off completely. Um, Under that flap, you have your micro USB, your micro HDMI, as well as micro SD card. The new Hero they do not use standard size SD card anymore. They actually use micro one. So I'm not a big fan of micro SD because they're small and they're fragile, but it's not a deal breaker in any way. On the front here you have two lights, one for Wi-Fi and one for the normal recording LED. Like again, right here is the Wi-Fi button. You can turn Wi-Fi on and off using this button. The top there is a shutter select button. They actually have a big circle now, so you can sort of like know exactly what the function of those buttons. The accessory port is still in the back. The battery cover has also been redesigned. It's very easy to open it out now. You just pull the lever back and the cap will just fall off. The Hero 2, you remember, battery covers are extremely hard to take up. You gotta press it, with 2 fingers and yank it out. So this is an awesome change. Hero 3 uses a new battery. I'm not sure if it's compatible with the Hero 2, but there are a new kind of battery that is designed for the Hero 3. The button in the front also changed a little bit. It's a lot flatter, and they also put a label on buttons now, and it looks a lot more it just looks prettier comparing to the Hero 2. So that's pretty much it for the hardware. Now let's take a look at the rest of the accessories that come in the box. So in order for you to use the new Touch Backpack LCD, you have to update the firmware. They actually don't give you the menu anymore, you have to go get it online. So this is the new Hero 3 battery. It's black, whereas the Hero 2 battery was gray. Now this new battery has one of my favorite change that GoPro implement. If you remember with the Hero 2, every time you want to take out a battery, it's extremely hard. You gotta use your fingernail and literally dig into the battery to pull it out. Well, with this new design, you don't have to do that anymore. And I think that is extremely useful, because usually you're gonna have at least 2-3 of these batteries when you're shooting on this GoPro camera. So to put it on, it's very simply, it's a matter of just drop it in like that. It fits very snugly. Now there's this little flap that I put around the battery, and all you do is just yank it off, the battery comes off. Put it back in, yank it off. It's so simple and it's just awesome. Put back the flap is also very easy. Even with the battery, the camera is a lot lighter compared to Hero 2. So they also give you your standard 3-way pivot mount. They also give you a J mount. And your standard sticky mount. You got your USB cables, and you got your GoPro stickers, and also a battery cover. I mean the back cover that is not waterproof, but you'll be able to get a better sound audio. And that's pretty much is for everything that comes in a box. Alright, so powering on the camera is the same thing. You just press a power button in the front and the camera will turn on. The menu is pretty much the same as the Hero 2. You can just go in setting. Here you can, they actually divide it up to resolution, FPS, and field of view. In resolution, this is where you can switch your different resolution. So 1080p, FPS, you can go 24 or 30. Or you just leave it at 30 for now. Also, field of view, you can change it from wide, medium, or narrow. This is where you change your photo resolution. This is your time lapse. Under capture setting, this is where you can turn Pro Tune on and off, video looping, things like that. You can do it here. And the setup is pretty much the same as the Hero 2. You can switch your NTSC PAL. You can also switch your LED recording light on or off. You can also change your one button setting, calendar, things like that. Wireless control is where you can set up your Wi-Fi with a Wi-Fi remote control, or you can use with a smartphone. So that is where you would go to set it up. So to turn on the Wi-Fi, you just hold down the button and it will turn on. The light will blink blue, and also an icon will show that Wi-Fi is on. Once you have it turned on, it's just a matter of syncing it with your smartphone. You just have to connect it, set it up and connect it, and then you can use the Gopro app to remote shutter it and preview the videos and things like that. It's very simple to do. So this is pretty much it for the first impression of the new Hero 3 Silver Edition. Overall, all the changes that they did to this camera is all positive. It's slimmer, lighter. I mean, the battery change. You know, the new design is just everything is just positive, and I really like it. It's very light. Overall, this is a really good. Consider this selling it for the same price. I mean, you know, you can't complain about that. So I will take this camera on a trip this weekend, and I will make another video with a more in-depth review with more samples of videos and photos, and you know, we can see if it's how's the performance of this camera. So yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and make sure you guys subscribe for future videos, and thank you.